find out what a person fears most, and that is where he will develop next. The meeting of two personalities is like the contact of two chemical substances. If there is any reaction, both are transformed. Everything that irritates us about others can lead us to an understanding of ourselves. Your visions will become clear only when you can look into your own heart. Who looks outside dreams. Who looks inside awakes. Until you make the unconscious conscious, it will direct your life, and you will call it fate. I am not what happened to me. I am what I choose to become. You are what you do, not what you say you'll do. Knowing your own darkness is the best method for dealing with the darknesses of other people. Every form of addiction is bad, no matter whether the narcotic be alcohol, morphine, or idealism. The privilege of a lifetime is to become who you truly are. People will do anything, no matter how absurd, to avoid facing their own souls. The most terrifying thing is to accept oneself completely. There is no coming to consciousness without pain. One does not become enlightened by imagining figures of light, but by making the darkness conscious. No tree, it is said, can grow to heaven unless its roots reach down to hell. Show me a sane man, and I will cure him for you. People will do anything, no matter how absurd, in order to avoid facing their own souls. One does not become enlightened by imagining figures of light, but by making the darkness conscious. In all chaos, there is a cosmos. In all disorder, a secret order. Thinking is difficult. That's why most people judge. As far as we can discern, the sole purpose of human existence is to kindle a light of meaning in the darkness of mere being. Whatever is rejected from the self appears in the world as an event. We cannot change anything unless we accept it. Where wisdom reigns, there is no conflict between thinking and feeling. The greatest tragedy of the family is the unlived lives of the parents. The shoe that fits one person pinches another. There is no recipe for living that suits all cases. There are as many nights as days, and the one is just as long as the other in the year's course. Even a happy life cannot be without a measure of darkness, and the word happy would lose its meaning if it were not balanced by sadness. The first half of life is devoted to forming a healthy ego. The second half is going inward and letting go of it. About a third of my cases are suffering from no clinically definable neurosis, but from the senselessness and emptiness of their lives. This can be defined as the general neurosis of our times. Every human life contains a potential. If that potential is not fulfilled, then that life was wasted. The highest, most decisive experience is to be alone with one's own self. You must be alone to find out what supports you. When you find that you cannot support yourself, only this experience can give you an indestructible foundation. When an inner situation is not made conscious, it appears outside as fate. If the path before you is clear, you're probably on someone else's. Midlife is the time to let go of an overdominant ego and to contemplate the deeper significance of human existence. For better to come, good must stand aside. If one does not understand a person, one tends to regard him as a fool. Life really does begin at 40, Up until then, you are just doing research. Which quote did you like the most? Write it in the comments. Subscribe to our channel and click the bell so you don't miss new interesting videos.